So as I said in the beginning, the top focus remains on the Hathras story, and that is where we're coming to you live from. Now, we have been here right from the night the victim was cremated in the absence of her family members. The cremation was done in the dead of night, and Lucknow bench of Allahabad High Court had taken suo motu cognizance of the matter, and family appeared in front of the court yesterday. Family came back to the village last night, and today Central Bureau of Investigation's first visit to the village. Now, the first thing that they did is went to the fields where the alleged gang rape occurred. It's been more than a month to the alleged crime, so there won't be many proofs that they would find here, or there might not be many samples available because the period is quite long. The period is of 1 month, but they are likely to recreate the scene, and they'll also see how far the crime scene is from the accused and victim's residence. Now, also another important thing to note down here is the victim's brother is also present with the CBI team. CBI team is headed by DSP Seema Pahuja. She is an awarded CBI official who has also been responsible in handling the Shimla rape and murder case as well. She's considered quite efficient, and she's been given this case. She's heading the team, and more than 9 cars arrived here, in which there were police personnel, CBI officials, and one forensic expert is also with them. So along with police personnel, victim's brother, a forensic expert, the CBI team is in the fields where they are investigating the crime scene. We are in Hathras, and that is our focus on India's rising crime. Now, there have been multiple conspiracy theories which are floated in the case, but there are expectations that CBI would actually bring some conclusion. The family has said they would not immerse the ashes of the girl until they are served justice. So we'll discuss this case here. I have with me Yogita Bhayana, who's activist and founder of People Against Rapes in India. The organization is Pari. Yogita is here joining us on the broadcast. Yogita, how do you see this investigation now? There were multiple conspiracy theories being floated in this case, which is very sad, and a horrific end where the girl was cremated in the absence of the family members. Do you see after CBI is coming into the picture, their justice would be served and in the required time?
Absolutely, yes. The kind of team you have just mentioned who has come, Ms. Seema Pahuja, who was also involved in Shimla rape case, investigating that case also. The kind of team they have built, they can't be going wrong. I'm sure that the kind of the momentum it has gathered, they cannot goof up. They cannot afford to goof up further. They have already done enough mistakes in this particular incident. And all the agencies, including, the bureaucracy to police administration to local administration to till CM office, I would say. So now, if they can't afford, they have no, I would say that there is no scope of mistake right now. So I'm sure they are going to give their best, and I'm hoping we'll get justice for this daughter.
Vikram Singh also joining us, former DGP Uttar Pradesh. Yes, I'll come back to you, Yogita. So we have Mr. Singh also joining us on the broadcast. So, sir, as I pointed out earlier as well, CBI is coming to the crime scene, is coming to this picture almost after a month the alleged crime was committed. Do you see any hope here? Because the samples that they might be collecting here won't really stand valid because it's been around a month's time.
Makes no difference, Arun. CBI is an immensely more professional, methodical, and thorough an organization. They shed, howsoever insignificant it may be, and pieced various chunks of the jigsaw puzzle and come out with the true picture. Seema is an outstanding professional and officer, and I have no doubt in my mind he has been cremated, though the medical legal evidence has been compromised and destroyed. Yet the CBI have it in them to piece all the various pieces and come out with fact. And I'm sure there's going to be a conviction in the court of law, as was the case in earlier cases also. Arushi murder case, the Surinda Pushkar case, and also the Sushant Singh Rajput case. Trust the CBI, they may or may not have completed the investigation in Sushant Singh, but in whichever case they have completed and charge sheeted all of them have been extremely successful. And I do hope in this case, they meet with the same spectacular success as they have got in the past. I have no doubt as far as the professional competence is concerned,
Mr. Singh rightly pointed,
as investigators is concerned.
The CBI will be responsible for bringing all the pieces of the puzzle together, Mr. Singh. But my next question would be: there are few pieces of the puzzle already out and open. But what do you think are the missing links here, or the loopholes which CBI would really get into? Yes, we know the cremation part. It has been opposed across the spectrum. But what are those missing pieces of the puzzle that you think CBI would get into?
The biggest piece would be that the body is no longer available for further autopsy and examination. The medical happened again after 8 days of the incident. But let me tell you, the CBI has a standard operating procedure of getting all the old garments, and those old garments will be subjected to such thorough and meticulous tests, the like of which is not seen by any of the civil police forces in the country. Therefore, they have so many things in their armory and in their professional competence that they have it in them, a smallest droplet of any body fluid, and they'll be able to identify with DNA profiling backed up to the accused if they choose to, and I'm sure they will.
Okay. Okay, Yogita, I would like you to come in here. So the family has gone through a lot here, because there have been multiple conspiracy theories surfaced, and they have opposed all of that and refuted many claims made. So do you think right now, even after they appeared in front of the court, it would have taken a toll on their mental health, because they are saying they won't be immersing the ashes until they are served justice?
Absolutely. I have been meeting them quite a lot, and their mental health is not okay, which I can tell you, and they are under surveillance. I mean, tell me something, who can be under surveillance 24/7? Okay. From day one, they were not even allowed to step out. I only went with them to collect the ashes. They didn't even had the confidence to collect the ashes. Now they are saying they will not immerse it, which I agree that, they really need justice for their daughter. But, I also spoke to them. I did not interrogate and ask questions, because I was there to just be with them. They themselves, they said that they are confused. They are vulnerable. Yes, they are. And mother also said that the statement she made out of social pressure. She could not say that my daughter is raped, because, there are the people questioning the family itself, that why they did not raise the alarm then. Why did not they said that, the daughter was raped? So, I mean, it's a social stigma. The mother told me that she had no, she could not speak.
Right, as you rightly pointed out, the surveillance part, but many would counter this, saying that the UP government was asked by Supreme Court that why nothing is being done when it comes to the security of the family. So the easy counter would be they are being given the security.
I have answer to that also. Okay, so we see such atrocities every single day. There is a difference between giving security and surveillance, because I have been there personally. I can tell you the difference. They are under surveillance. It's not about security. I have got people security in my other cases as well. It is beyond that. It is like keeping a watch on them. It's becoming a watchdog. There are 10 agencies working there. I mean, no social worker can even talk to them. And if somebody is trying to meet them, they are putting them as Naxals and people creating riots. I mean, they are booking people left, right, center. They are not even allowing social workers to get in. Why? Not even the advocates could go in. I mean, this is not a structure. I'm so sorry. Right. This is not giving security. This is actually keeping them under strict surveillance, which is violation of human rights of a victim. So even till today, I would say there are 10 agencies working.
So we had... sure. So we had Mr. Singh talking about the technical aspects of the case, and Yogita,
They need sympathy. They need sympathy. They need compassion. Of course. So all these factors matter.
Okay, with this, I thank both the guests, and Yogita very rightly pointed they need compassion. And as she was saying that when she visited here, she saw the ultimate surveillance here happening here. There are many strict security measures as well. Even when we are here, every time you enter the victim's house, you have to do an entry in the police's register. You have to be scanned. So all of those steps are being taken. But as I said earlier as well, the counter would be that all of this is for women's security.